we're here. I'm here with Doc. How is everybody's Wednesday night? Doc, how have you been, my man?
Not bad, not bad. I am glad it's Wednesday. I saw a meme that made me laugh yesterday. The thing that makes worse about Friday that you realize is only Tuesday, and that was yesterday. I saw that and I was like 100%. I can't wait to get to Wednesday, hang out with you guys, have some fun. So I'm glad
Yep.
we're here today.
Yep, I'm glad to be here. We've all had a long couple of weeks, I think, and I know we've had some interesting stuff happen. So might get into that later, might not, who knows? But appreciate you guys being here. Obviously, this is Bourbon and Bets. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna just encourage everybody to take a look at the chat, get into the chat. There is a pin form up at the top of chat. That is what we're going to be going over tonight. Those are all the bets for our competition. I'll talk about this again. I apologize. But the competition is see if you can, I guess, get more right than us on the Super Bowl on all these
Or
bets,
at least
and you might have a chance to
tie
win
us
some stuff.
or beat us. Yeah,
Tie or beat us. Yep. And so it's going to be an interesting. And if you guys are working on the cumulative route, and I do have a leaderboard that I'll put up here later to let us all know where everybody's sitting.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But these Super Bowl bets are 10 points for a plus, -5 for a miss. So even if you guys are kind of just in the back and not really like, if you crush it this week, you're going to just zoom to the front. So it's pretty much every man's game or woman's game.
Yeah, every person's game.
Person. Yeah, we got to do that now, don't we? Person. So yeah, it's but it's been good. I'm sitting here enjoying my team going to the Super Bowl for the third straight year. Okay, that's all I can do with that. But
No, you can keep going. It's been 3 decades since my team is gone, and like we talked about last week, the two quarterbacks going to this Super Bowl were born, went to high school, went to college, and have made it to the Super Bowl since last time my team was there.
Yep, it's been a rough go, and you know what? Most teams go through it. So it's just one of those things. You had some, positive and really good results in the early to mid '90s, and then life happens.
We did have some glory years. We had some glory years, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, Doc, let's get into this first pour. How about? Yeah. I know we talked.
I was about to say that after talking about my Cowboys, I'm a little bit sad now. I need a pour.
That's right. So we're both pouring the same thing tonight, and it is a Charlie's batch. This is the 2023-01 batch of Bookers. It comes in at 126 proof like they all do, and let me guess, 7 years. Yep, all right, 7 years. And so
that's a good guess.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen one over 7 years. This is coming
off. Look at that. It's like cracking the whole top off. Wow.
Same.
Oh, geez. That is.
I hope the camera got that wax just like shooting straight towards all my gear. I wasn't expecting that.
Ooh, at least it's a nice pop. Nice sounding pop.
ASMR. Oh, I hit that sucked.
Oh yeah, I should put that near the mic. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Oh man.
But look at the gear I'm rocking,
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Samey.
Gotta rock some.
Same.
Gotta rock that gear.
Is that the special one made there?
No, I haven't gotten that one yet. Have you sent that one out?
It's still on its way then. It should be getting there any point, anytime.
Hopefully I have it for the Super Bowl so I can, drink from it during the Super Bowl.
I would love that. It should be there. It should be there any point this week. So we've got a lot of bets, and so we're going to go over all those bets, and it'll be a good time. But Doc, I wanted to talk to you about, I think, I kind of was part of, or like watched your live last, but I think you got something coming up here shortly, don't you?
Yeah. So, We were happy enough on our last live to say that we're going to do a birthday live this Friday. Wasn't in the books, wasn't planned. And as soon as I got off, my wife's like, so you're planning to do a birthday live this Friday? I was like, yeah. I was, what is that, liquid courage? I was like, yeah, we said it, we're going to be doing it.
Yeah. Well,
but wife's very supportive, is actually helping me get stuff ready for it. So, I appreciate that always.
Well, that'll be an awesome show. Do we know what time?
Uh, we'll start more than likely at 6.
Okay.
Because usually Matt from Whiskey Wisdom goes on at 9.
Yep.
So I can go from 6 to 9. 3 hours is plenty of time to have some fun and get a little happy.
Yes,
Happy
I think
birthday.
it's a good time to just have it, going off the 3 hours is just long enough to go off the rails, just a little bit. So
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
and anybody welcome. Anybody has a February birthday, welcome to come join us. If you don't have a February birthday with somewhere near, come join us. And if you just want to hang out, come join us.
Yeah, so I will probably be there to heckle and drink, along with you never know, might try to pop in or just be in the chat. But that sounds like a lot of fun. And Doc, is your birthday?
So mine's on the 22nd.
Okay.
And then Shane's is tomorrow.
Okay.
And I think Carlos from Whiskey Corners is coming up as well. His is in February. And there was one more that Shane, because Shane sent out some samples to everybody for their birthday thing. And there's one more. I can't remember who it is right now.
Hmm. Well, that sounds like it's going to be a really good time. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a lot of fun to celebrate with you guys on that, for sure. On my end, I am actually going to be, if you guys are interested, I am going to be on a live tomorrow with the Whiskey Six. That's Bourbon School, Bad X Bourbon, Bourbon Drop. I don't know who's all going to actually be there, but I know that they kind of do a live once in a while, and so I am the honored guest there. So that'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow. So if you guys get a chance, check out the Whiskey Six. I'll be there. Show your support.
That's pretty cool. I didn't. That's new. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested with it, but I like all those guys and their channels, and so it'll be a lot of good. It'll be a good time to be had, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit of Super Bowl or something there too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen them before, so I'm pretty excited to go check that out. Did you see what Tom Black put there on the bottom in his note in his comments?
No, I haven't. Let me see here. Shane,
Like,
you mean
Shane.
Sean? Yeah. I was I was calling him Sean for a while here. Oh.
Well, it's because when you're that happy, you just nickname everybody, right? So that was your nickname for him.
That was I'm glad that was the nickname that I had there. I'm glad it was, nothing negative. I hope it was, just nothing, overall, just leave it there. And it was funny because I said it, I when I heard myself say Sean, and I thought it myself for a second. I'm like, have I been calling him Sean this whole time? It's like, it's so funny because I actually know a guy that looks like Shane that's named Sean, and I think it just infiltrated into my brain, and I just couldn't get out of it, especially when I was comfortable.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You get that stuck in your head, and you can't think of anything else. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I see Steven Scone. He says his birthday's on the 16th, so that's another February Bourbon Tuber birthday there.
Very nice, very nice. So make sure you're coming join us for that and have some fun with us.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure we'll open it up to the community somewhere in the middle of that. So yeah, you'll be able to jump on and talk with us and have some drinks with us on live.
Sounds like a really
I will
good
have some
deal.
giveaways. I will have some giveaways, of course, but also some surprise giveaways that night.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun because I know if anything about this community is one thing they like, it's giveaways. And so I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great way to show your love to the community as well as, just coming, them coming to hang with us and get a little something out of it. That's pretty cool.
Well, you know what? This was a fresh crack for you. A fresh crack for me. I'm actually enjoying this Booker's. It has some flavor, has some spice.
It's a pretty dang good batch. I will tell you, this is the Charlie's batch. I've been holding on to this for a year, 2 years. 2 years I've been holding. It's one of those things like, if you guys saw my video, I just don't crack Booker's enough. I don't get through them enough to keep buying them. Plus the price is going up. So I was like,
yeah, this
one's pretty dang good.
Yeah, actually, I'm enjoying this one because, I think it was 2020. Was it 03? When was it? It was just like, I think it was actually 23. This one that people kept knocking like this whole year. And I don't know about this particular batch, but this year, and I didn't buy most of them. Most of them.
I think I like I think it was it 2303, the Mighty Fine batch. I like that one, but it was kind of off
Yeah, that's
profile, so I liked it.
I bought that one because Shane or Sean told me to buy that one.
Good. Yeah, I
That's
enjoy
why I
that
got
one
that one.
quite
That's
a bit.
actually why I got that one. Though it was a lot. I did enjoy that. That was really good. This is actually really good though.
It is very
So
very
I'm glad I
nice.
have it.
It's and I I drank it. I wanted to bring it up because I was like, I actually that drink's a little different than what I was expecting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it is. I mean, it's like a lot of the Bookers have recently just they hit your palate. They're a little bit hot. They go away. They fade. They don't stay
Yep.
there at all. Right. This one's
Yep.
actually. I still have that flavor in my mouth, and it's a nice dark caramel cherry flavor to me.
It's
I'm enjoying
definitely
it. It's
richer
nutty
and
too. There's some nutty.
yeah, it's definitely richer than what I was expecting. A lot of the Bookers they'll have a more of an aggressive palate, and you'll get the peanut nutty stuff and things like that, and a little bit of caramel. This one's a really this one's a pretty good brand. Don't pull me back in, Bookers. Don't do it. Nope, nope. I'm
Yep.
done with you.
Yep. I just
Oh,
did a Booker's blind for. Oh crap! Do I still have it now? I just did a Booker's blind for last year's all Bookers, but I might not have it. We'll see. We'll see.
yeah. Well, and so Doc, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna put up our leaderboard. I might have to adjust the size and stuff since we had some stuff going on.
Ooh, you know how to adjust the size, huh? No wonder you're a happily married man.
That's right. That's right. It's I wish. I wish. Uh, so the leaderboard, what we got right here, K Go 1516 is at 34 points. Keith P is at 30 points.
You
Charles
need to make
Elu
that
is
bigger, dude.
30 points. Uh, Bourbon Hall, who's that guy? He's at 30 points as well. Night Method at 28, and Carl at 27, Tom Black at 22, Wade's Kid at 21, RT Hayes at 22, Old Fashioned Ways at 21, and then, we go Trinity down to Joe B, so 19 down to 10. So it really falls off kind of quick there, but like I said, if you guys play this week, you probably have a chance to take it all down because everything's worth so many points.
I just want to say, I think you added mine wrong. I should be 22. I mean, automatically, no matter what. Even if it was
22.
above it or below it, I should automatically be 22.
I do apologize. I should have just put you at 22 just for you being you and loving the 22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Black says, I think I sent Doc a 24's blind. 24 Booker's blind.
Well, that's good.
Sorry.
That's good. I hope so, because I think I filmed one, and I don't think I have it anymore. So I'll need to do it again. So I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. And Joe B, I want to let you know you're not last. You're just the last one that made the cutoff. I couldn't fit the graphic in any bigger. I didn't want to make it any bigger. So there's people below you. So
yeah. So this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
So what are we doing? Are we talking about winner last week? Or we get up into the few ones and then kind of winner in the middle there, or what are we doing?
Well, yeah. Let me get into make sure that I got those ready to roll here. Let's talk about winners. So it's Pro Bowl week. And so we talked about Pro Bowls, and there was 4 perfect scores there. 4 perfect scores. And guys, I don't know
if you keep up with this. So was I one of them?
Let me see here. No, neither was I. You and I both. So I did this as right was worth 2 points, wrong was worth -1 because it was just kind of a coin flip type of thing. But I thought it'd be fun. Yeah. So let me see here. Carl went perfect. William Hall. Let me see here. Kago 15 or 1516 went perfect, and so did Navidad.
Wow.
So they went perfect.
So the monkey went perfect.
Yeah.
I think he went perfect the week before too.
He's starting to come back.
Roll.
He's really coming back. But so NFC won them all.
No, what's funny? Know what that reminds me of? Do you remember that there's that monkey that picks stocks?
Yeah. Just
and does really well?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, my monkey's doing really well. Jeez, maybe I need to listen to the monkey on these picks.
So, needless to say, you and I both scored 2 points. We got 2 right and 2 wrong. Yeah. And so, but I mean, it was kind of a crapshoot. It was kind of a fun thing to do for the Super Bowl or for the Pro Bowl. I had to go back and find results because they just weren't posting them. So I had to go back and watch the full dodgeball game to figure out who won. And I
Are
gotta
you
let you
serious? They
know,
wouldn't just post it?
they didn't post it. And that and the tug of war I had a real hard time finding information
Wow.
for,
Sorry to
so I
hear
had to
that,
watch
buddy.
them. So yeah, that was interesting. They posted the passing contest, which NFC won, like I said, and yeah, it is all those good things. But yeah, oh, Bourbon Nerd, I appreciate you being here. Go enjoy your stuff. Thanks for stopping by. NFC won them all, which means I lost them all. Yep, let me see. Tom Black, -4. Yep, you lost them all, buddy. That's okay. That's okay. So we can be running those races at any time if you want to get into that, Doc. Um, they're going to be the same race with you and I. And do you want to remind the people what you were giving away
So is that for last week's, right?
for last week? Yes, sir.
So for last week's, actually, it's funny because we were talking about earlier. You kind of had to go back and remember. I had to too. So
Yeah.
last week, what I did because we had a special guest on and you,
Mm-hmm.
I did one of your pour, so your old Route 8, and I
Yep.
put on their AFC because you're the AFC guy in that one.
Yes.
And then Everyday Drinker is his first pick. So it's actually kind of cool. You're both of your guys' first picks, and I put
That is
NFC
cool.
because he's an Eagles guy.
I love it. And
Yeah.
so
So
yeah,
that's what's good.
that's awesome. Yeah, I forgot that you were doing picks. So I forgot. Um, I am giving away an ounce of 1792 sweet wheat and 12 year for the winner here. So I'll say the top two winners. How about that? Top two winners. You can say that the first winner for me, I will give you the 12 year, and the second winner gets sweet wheat, so I don't have to worry about it too much. So we'll just do it that way. And so we will. If you want to, let's get into that race. How about that?
Let's do it. Am I doing the race? You doing the race?
I got the race. Let me see here.
Oh
We're
man,
gonna.
you prepped. You readies.
Yes. Well, we got it here. All right, let's got it. Okay, here we go. I got the names in here. I got to take out my name.
Are we doing you're doing your race first?
Yeah, we'll do my race first. It'll be the
Perfect.
same race, like I said, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll do that race first. I want to make sure I got that right. I feel like there's something not there that's supposed to be there. Do. Oh, nope, that was it. I got it right. Okay. All right, so good luck, everybody. That's our list of names. We're doing it for 3 minutes, and it's a pogo stick race. We're going to shuffle them hard here. And good luck, everybody. And my son, who went 3-1 over this last one, scored 5 points, and so he's hoping that he wins some of my bourbon.
Well, you're just gonna have to put it away and age it for him.
Yes, a very nice age. Now, the one thing that these kids, I don't know if they realize or not, but they all have special bottles saved for them for when they're 21 and when they get married already. So that will be a
Nice.
lot of fun.
You're a cool dad.
We'll find out. If I get thirsty enough, I might not be that cool.
That's too funny.
Oh, so as we're going on here, guys, so we'll run these two races. This is for the 12 year and sweet wheat from 1792. So first gets the 12 year, second gets sweet wheat. We should have your information, but I always appreciate if you guys are here, smash the email to me if you can. That would be very helpful at bourbonhall@gmail.com. It's just another way to remind me where stuff's going. So yeah, but Doc, it's as there's some fun bets that we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yeah.
I really think there's going to be some interesting. Well, I don't even know how to say it. Dynamics in this game, and so it's some of the ones that I read. I think are going to be a lot of fun, and I think I would love to have some discussion on those when we get to that point. But the Pro Bowl was. Yeah, it was the Pro Bowl. It wasn't that great, for sure.
I didn't even get. I forgot all about it. I didn't even get to watch it. So didn't even watch it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was fine. It's a flag football game with very amazing athletes that are, yeah, that's that. You know what I mean? It is, and they're like, the Manning brothers are talking all this big game, and it's all kind of theater right at the moment.
Yeah. Do you ever watch the NFL, the Monday night? I think it's Monday Night Football that the Mannings get on, or is it Sunday night? I think it's Monday Night
Oh,
Football.
it's Monday night, the
'Cause you-
Manning Watch or whatever it's called. I
yeah.
do. That's very interesting. Depending on who they have, I kind of like when they bring some guest on there as well.
Yeah, I usually watch I watch the game, and then the second half of the game I usually put them on because they make me laugh. So I always enjoy it.
Yeah. So it's and obviously they're smart and they can give a lot of detail and things like that. If you just stay right there, buddy, you'll be off camera. And you can just sit there and watch. But yeah, so it's one of those things. Yeah, you're good. You're good. But it's one of those things. It's very an interesting watch. Oh, here we come. Last two. All right. So Jeff Castle is the first winner. Let's see who gets second. Iceman Can't Cook.
Nice, nice, nice. Congratulations.
I'm gonna write that down because all we're gonna do is rerun this race.
Can't Cook.
Yeah. So Jeff K and Iceman Can't Cook. All right, congratulations, guys, and everybody that's been in that one. You get another try. How about that? All right. So, Doc, we're going to run this one, I believe, for 2 minutes and 22 seconds, if I believe.
That sounds great.
All right. I just want to make sure. All right. Yep. Let's shuffle them up, shuffle them up, shuffle them up. Good luck, everybody. Oh. Buddy, do you want to sit here? Do you want to bring the chair around? You'll be okay. We got a super zoomed in look tonight, so it's not a big wide shot of the bar. You need help? All right. He's got to navigate all the floor whiskey.
Yeah, what he needs to do is just drink it his way through. See if he makes it.
The 9-year-old way. That was like the 1970s 9-year-old way. Right, guy. Who was last? I don't know. I'll show you the last one on this one. That's it right there, okay?
The Rye Guy. Tom Black, winner's email. Yep, at Bourbon Hall Gmail. Trinity's in here. David is in here. Steven Scone is in here. He's doing some nice videos recently.
Yes, he is. Keep up the good work.
Jeff Castle. I love his dinosaur bones in the background.
Yes. That's awesome.
So did he buy those? Did he dig them up in his backyard?
Right. It's always interesting. Or did you just happen to borrow them from a museum and that's all that is?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes museums lend pieces out. So yeah.
Yeah, just for photos and whatnot. I'm sure. There was that big heist a while. I'm just kidding. Cheers, Bourbon School. Bourbon School is part of the Whiskey Six. So cheers, Bourbon School. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah,
I like Bourbon School stuff. I like watching Bourbon School.
Yes, I like it. They have a really nice format. I enjoy it.
I need I don't know why I don't get all the notifications. It's kind of weird. I think YouTube did something recently where they I had to go reset a few people that always watch me. Like, do you make videos anymore? Like, yeah, of course I do. And they're like, well, I don't get notifications anymore. And I go in there and the notifications turned off for some weird reason. So
interesting. Yeah, I feel like they reset every once in a while. I don't know. I think it's probably we just need to tell them to, do it all the time. Oh, Wade's kid's going to lose here. I bet he is. Oh.
Wade's kid. Can you hold out those last few seconds?
That's a bummer. Lord Schlong won. I can only imagine who that is. Oh, that's Shane. Or Sean. Oh, Wade's kid came in second. How about that, buddy? Good picks, by the way. He's still hanging in there. All right.
Shane's the one that Lord Schlong is Shane?
Yep. He came in first for you. So that's Shane.
All right. I have some picks that he gets to try out. I have Shane's info so I can get that out to him, no problem.
Awesome. I figured that would be pretty easy for you. That's crazy.
Wait, who do you... Like who they want to see last place? Remember?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. All right, last place is Iceman. Iceman Can't Cook. William Hall, Stephen Scone, all the way up. So
Nice,
there we go.
nice, nice.
All right. Now let's get back to our regular programmed here. Nice. There's our leaderboard once again. And guys, if you're just joining, appreciate you all here. Make sure to hit the link and the form that is in the chat. That will lead you to the form that gets you into this contest. And we're giving away a bottle. If you can beat us, for I guess that's cumulatively. And so that will be
Yep.
from all the best through the Super Bowl.
So, are we going to talk about what bottles we're giving away?
Yes, go right ahead. Okay, I'll talk about mine first. Let me see if I've got it here. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. I'm giving away a full bottle. Of course, it's a full bottle of EHT single barrel right here. I promise it hasn't been corked or anything. It's still wrapped up. It's really nice. So this will go to the winner.
I think you need to give away a half bottle after that.
Yes, just a half bottle. It's got lipstick stains on the thing or whatever, but it'll be good. Yeah.
You can.
So it's so that's what I'm giving away. What are you giving away, Doc?
So, my first one, I mean, what I really wanted to give away, but I don't know if people are going to want it. So, I put Eagle Rare in a barrel, and I put it outside. So it's in a barrel in Texas heating, cooking for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna give that as the option. That's that's kind of what I want to do because it's an Eagles game, and I'm rooting for the Eagles for the first time ever in my life.
Yeah.
So if not, then I will match you, and I can do. I'll give them the option of an E.H. Taylor, the same one as you.
Oh, a single barrel.
A single barrel.
I would rather go with that crazy Eagle experiment that you're running down there in the Texas heat.
Oh, I like it too. I think it's gonna be great. But yours is so much nicer than mine. I figured I'd give them the option to either match with you or if they want to try that Eagle Wear. That way they have an option.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And so, guys, make sure that you get into this contest. Get a chance. Like I said, there's going to be so many bets. There's so many more bets in this last of Super Bowl. Finale, I will call it. And so that will be, there's going to be a lot of bets. So you can move around a lot and jump up the leaderboard. So continue to, participate in that, even if you're down on the list.
I think we should call it the Super Bowl.
It is the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl picks.
That's right.
Or just keep adding to it, like the Super Bowl Ultimate Fantasy. I don't know. I can't think of any other words. Adjectives there.
Yeah, all the ultimate and extravaganza.
Yeah, there you go.
All those words.
Last but not least, here you go.
That's right. All right, so Doc, I'm going to say here. First of all, guys, just appreciate you being here in chat. I'm going to be rolling through these bets and talking about them. I apologize if I don't get or if I miss you. I will be back on a live. The family was sick so I had to miss the live. It just wasn't going to work out. So I'm going to see if I can make up a live for you guys from my channel. But so usually I'm a lot more involved with the chat at that point. But this is one that I'm going to be rolling through all that. So I apologize if I miss you guys. I just wanted to apologize because I felt bad about missing my live and not being active with the chat. Oh. So Doc, I am going to go through and we are going to get rid of that leaderboard, get out of here, and we're going to go through our bets. How about that?
Sounds good, but I have my bet screen just froze on me. I don't know why. Okay.
And Doc's been going through some technological difficulties the last week, so
it's you only grow once, Oh my goodness! Yeah. I'm trying to reopen that. So there we go. All right, back. I'm back.
All right, you're back. Okay, awesome. I didn't want to start without you, but the first bet that we have on the board, Doc, and I'm going to throw it to you. Will Taylor Swift be seen during the national anthem?
100% she will be seen.
Ooh, man, this is a tough one for me. I don't know if she will be. I know that they'll have Chris Jones crying. He's a big defensive lineman for the Chiefs, and he always cries during the national anthem and big games. So he'll be there crying, guarantee it. Uh, and so the yeah, I
I mean,
wonder what they're going to do, but I would assume that they are going to plug Taylor Swift as much as they can on the
oh
broadcast,
yeah,
and so
because
it wouldn't surprise me if she gets seen during the national anthem.
well, have they announced who's singing it?
I'm sure they have. I don't know who is singing it though. I don't know. I can look it up.
I'm just curious. I mean, what if she's already singing it? Then we just won that bet already.
You're right. Um, yes. So it's the Whiskey Six tomorrow, right? Bourbon School. Is that correct? Where the live's going to be tomorrow? I just had a question to make sure that we get the right link into chat so we can find you. Sorry if you guys are already working on that. I just saw it. My bad. But the so yeah, I would say that first one. I do think that they're going to show. Oh, this is a tough one because I feel like it's one of those things like they're going to be showing a bunch of different players. They're going to be showing the person actually singing the national anthem, and then I think maybe there's a shot, right? Just maybe there's just a glance at Taylor Swift. That's kind of where I'm thinking it's just going to be like boop type of thing because they're like, we're going to start them off slow, and then it's going to be second and third quarter. It's going to be Taylor Swift. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be, miming the song and singing it. So of course they're gonna show her.
Yep, yep,
That's my theory on this. So I already put my bet in. My bet is yes.
love it. And sorry, I'm going to shamelessly plug here, guys. Steven Scone had put in that for tomorrow. Put the YouTube link for tomorrow for that live. And so we both said yes on number one, Taylor Swift. What do you guys think? Are they going to show her during it? What do you think, buddy? Think we're going to see Taylor Swift? Yep, we're going to see Taylor Swift during the national anthem.
I agree. And now that your son's confirmed it, and he's better at this than we are,
Yep.
it's a win. It's a win.
It's a win. All right, the next one. Here we go. Coin toss. Who wins the coin toss?
See, Joe B said the same thing. Taylor will be lip syncing. Yep.
It's got her a long ways. But I agree. Hey, what's up, Whiskey Matt or Whiskey Wisdom Matt? How's it going, buddy? All right, coin toss winning team. I'll go first on this one. I do think I will say. Okay, so I think technically Philly is the home team this year, and so I think that means that Kansas City gets to call.
Call it. Okay.
So I am going to say that Kansas City calls it correct. So I'm going to say Casey.
So they get to call it, and they have the refs already paid, and so I guarantee you what they're going to show us is a double-sided coin, and then you're going to see the ref slip his hand in the pocket and pull out the coin that has the heads on both sides or tails on both sides, according to what they agreed on prior to this.
Nothing but it's got, for some reason it has Chiefs emblems on both sides.
Yeah. And that's and it's gonna be kind of cool because at the end when the Super Bowl's done, they're gonna be selling those coins, and I know you'll have at least 2 or 3 of them.
Yes, well,
and you
I
can
sure
use them as
so.
toppers for your bourbon. So
actually, that'd be a good use for that. Yeah, that. It's like either way, I'm winning
too. Yeah, I too am going with Casey.
All right. Oh, fun.
So what do you guys think? Who do you guys? I mean, it's a 80-20 chance. So who do you guys going for?
Right. It's man, it must suck to root for a different team. Anyway, all right. So the next bet we're going to go to.
I have an empty glass. Let's get another.
Okay, let's go.
Going
I will have an empty glass by the time we make a decision.
What do you feel like having? I mean, I got more Bookers. I got some Jack Daniels. I got some Nashville.
I've never had a Nashville bottle.
How about Found North?
I do have. All I have is a Hoverhawk from Found North.
Man,
I got to let you guys know. That review was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, and I've been trying to shoot, and every time my software like blips, it's like the video that's not supposed to be made. It is amazing. So there may be like a 25-second video where I'm like, I really like it, and that's it, because it just the audio or something goes wrong, and I haven't had that problem with any of my other videos. It's only when I'm trying to talk about Hoverhawk. So, well, you said Jack Daniels. What do you have for Jack Daniels?
I actually just picked this one up at the store today. It's a Jack Daniel's single barrel, and it's 136.9 proof.
Woo-wee. All right. That is a bottle. Gosh, do I have one open?
You have any single barrels?
Oh, yeah. I've got... I think this one may live... Oh, there it is.
Big Daddy Wade.
Yep.
Oh, is that what Tom Black gave you?
He gave me this one, yep. He may have asked what to put on there, and I'm like, put Big Daddy Wade on there as a joke, and it comes and it's like it's got Big Daddy Wade on it. I'm like, all right.
That's too funny, but of course mine doesn't want to open, and I was gonna start using my teeth, but with your wife being a dentist, I'd probably get yelled at.
Yeah, don't do that. That's bad. That's bad. Don't open your teeth, or open with your teeth. All right, so let's go here. Mine's 130.4. So either way,
yeah, the only reason I got this one is because of the proof on it. You know, it just came into the store, and she was like, "Oh, I got this one. It's 136.9 proof. You want one?" I'm like, yeah,
yeah. I mean, I know that some of them are real close to like, they come from the same warehouse as Coy Hill too, so you can pretty much have the same kind of product.
Yeah, and this one's not. Those one's Barrel House 1, so this one's not Coy Hill, but I will be going back there because I was looking at the Rise and I saw them when I was leaving, and I'm gonna go back and check them out.
Yep. All right, let's try this one. All right, that one's decent. This bottle's been around for a little while. It was one of those that I wasn't gonna crack.
Holy cow! This smells like chocolate.
Oh,
I've never had that with the Jack that smells like chocolate. It usually smells like bananas.
Oh, I love me some Jack Daniels. Like everything other than the number 7, it really hits me nicely. Oh,
Hey, Tom Black said this will make my beard grow or burn it off. It honestly smells like, those chocolate, like those bananas you put in the freezer with chocolate. That's what it smells like to me. Holy cow! I haven't even tasted it yet.
I always get kind of a banana bread bomb with these. It's always kind of that deep, rich banana. And my mom always uses. I talk about the Mexican vanilla, and so she uses the Mexican vanilla in that, and I kind of get that deep richness in this. But it's probably power of suggestion, but like I was like, oh, chocolate in this, I can totally get there. So it's dang fine pour.
You know what? Holy cow! Besides being really hot, and then once you're acclimate,
yep,
this is very, very different than most Jacks I've had.
Oh, I was just trying to see if I have.
I'm definitely going to go get another bottle of this.
It's dang good. So, Mr. Tom Black, appreciate you. Big Daddy Wade approves. All right, I'm putting it back up. Delicious pour. Gosh, that bottle's probably 2.5, 3 years old that I've just left sit there. So,
Not to be that. I don't think you're watching live. What do you mean?
He's just a little bit far behind.
Probably. He needs to tell him to refresh his screen. Refresh your screen, not to be that.
All right.
Bourbon Basement is go Bills, go Bills.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Bills fans, and I understand. It's really a shame that your team's not in it, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Carl says, I always get a banana cream chocolate bread, almost like a banana nut bread with chocolate chips. I could get there. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of times I get a lot of banana on it, right?
Yeah.
This one honestly smells more chocolate than banana to me. It smells like those chocolate frozen cover bananas because that chocolate hits you first, and then you get that hint of banana in the background.
Yeah.
It's very different. I'm liking this one.
Can't argue with that for sure. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here. Next bet that is on the board is Will first play be a run or a pass? Doc, what do you think?
Well, statistically, I looked at the research for the last 20 years, and it shows that. I'm just joking.
Oh, I was
um,
really hoping. I was really hoping, Doc, that you're just like, and it was 50%.
yeah, it was 57% to 62%. I should have just gone on like that, so they would have eventually figured out I was just making up crap. Um, I always feel like most of the time they're going to be very safe on that first place. They want everybody kind of the nerves to calm down.
Yeah.
And I feel like so kind of it's one of those two things, right? I feel like if Philly has the ball, it's definitely a run the first play.
Right.
I think if Casey, because Casey's been there a few times, it's going to be one of those like you fake a handoff and throw it.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to stick with the run. I think there's a better chance out of a run than a pass.
I am going with everything that you just said, and I do believe. So yeah, not to go on a whole diatribe, but if the Eagles win or if the Chiefs win the coin toss, like I've picked, then they're going to defer to the second half, which means that the Eagles will get the ball first, which really I think adds the chances that run will be the first play.
Is that what they normally do? They defer?
Yep.
I didn't
Yep.
know that because I don't watch them enough, right? You want to hear
Yeah.
a funny story
So
about that?
there's a whole statistical thought that there's a possibility the way that the game goes is that you could have the last possession of the first half and then the first possession of the second half. So you could kind of bookend the halftime, and
Yeah,
that's really
yeah.
interesting. So that's what they usually shoot for.
So you want to? So I got a funny story about that, about deferring to the second half.
Yeah.
Uh, back when I was younger, I did play football. In
Okay.
in middle school, I was this height. So in middle school, I was tall.
Yeah.
I'm not tall anymore, but in middle school, I was tall. So I was always one of the coaches always loved me, and I played in middle school because we had so many people, no pass, no play. I always played offense, defense, and special teams. I pretty much never came off the field. Not that I was that good. I was just smart enough to stay on the field. And
Mm-hmm.
so the coach would always have me choose the coin flip, and he would always have me choose defer to the second half.
Yep.
So I don't remember, we're like halfway through the season, and one of the guys, when they said that that I was gonna go pick, he was like, "Why do you keep having to pick? He keeps losing." And I was like, "What do you mean I keep losing?" He goes, "We never get the ball." I was like, "Because the coach has us defer to the second half. I win most of them."
Yeah.
So they thought I was always losing the picks, and they
That's
kept
really funny. It's like he's always going out there and just losing, and we always have to get the ball the second. And a lot of people think that if you win it, you're going to take that ball, but it's apparently statistics show that it's better to do it the other way.
I think that if it goes into any overtime, they should defer.
Right? I I think that's hilarious. Yeah, and honestly, I think that playoff overtime rules are different than regular time overtime. I can't remember. I'm sure
Oh,
the
are they?
chat can let me
Oh my
know.
god! Now you're gonna confuse me.
Yeah, so I think that they've changed it since Josh Allen didn't get a chance to finish because it was a couple years ago. The Bills, the Chiefs had 13 seconds or whatever, kicked a field goal to tie it, and then they got the ball in overtime, ran down and scored pretty much, and so the game was over, and so they changed it. Now, nobody will say that 2 years before that, Tom Brady did the same thing to the Chiefs, and nobody cared. So it was like until Josh Allen lost, because we had to feel sorry for that fan base, that the rule was changed. Yeah,
Interesting. I like
yeah,
that. I like the little facts that you're giving us.
yeah.
Where's
Well, yeah,
where's the pop up for that?
yeah. Here's the thing of what Wade is bitter about because it also happened. All the stuff that he watched when he grew up before the Chiefs were good.
What you need to do is do like redo this one and do that. Like, you know how those movies where they had the pop ups?
Yes.
You can have a
Yeah.
little pop up, fun fact pop up.
Oh, there used to be it was like, was it pop up video where they would like
Yeah.
they show
Oh
a
yeah.
music
Oh yeah.
video and have all the facts come out? That was always fun. Tom Jack just said, which is why I'm going pass. So I offset your bet. Yep.
Yeah.
I understand that wholeheartedly. Is if you go against me or against Doc and I suppose, on this one. That's quite a bit of movement. I mean, we're
Yep.
talking that's a
That's 10 point movement. 10 point
yeah,
movement. Well,
yep,
15 technically because
15.
we go neg. Yep.
Yeah,
You're right.
so big change. Tom Jack says time
He
for an old
also says
fashioned.
it's time for an old fashioned.
Yep.
So Friday, expect an old fashioned this Friday. A special old fashioned. Now,
So good.
I was talking with Shane, and he told me that that we should make an old fashioned called Botox.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm gonna do Botox. I think I'm gonna go a different route than that. But I told Shane, if you like, I've never had Botox. I could have my PA come in and do Botox live on me while we're watching it. I mean, with that, I don't know if Botox and alcohol go together, but I mean, you think people will want to see me get Botox live while we're trying to run, a stream?
That would be something interesting. They actually there's a local uh injector place that does Botox and all that stuff here, that they'll have a party, and it's Botox and like tequila or margaritas, and it goes, just get all
Oh
the
yeah,
toxins, and it's like, okay, yep, that's a
yeah.
nice
No,
play.
I mean, like we haven't done it in a long, long time. We probably haven't done it since before the pandemic.
Yeah,
But we used to do well, we didn't really call them Botox parties, but we, have that so we can get people and kind of explain what we do in our office because we do a
right.
lot of cosmetic stuff. But
Yeah,
it's
sure,
really cool because my PA that I have is like I was really good at it. I mean, I'm a perfectionist on certain things, so I'm
sure.
really good. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make sure I do it to the best, like way above what I should be able to do. But she is like next level. She goes and trains every year in Europe, which Europe is way, way, way ahead of us.
hmm
So I just push all of it to her now. So I mean, she's amazing at it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, and it's really nice when you can lean on someone like that, and you're like, you're gonna do just fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep doing it.
So I can go send her to your office, and that way your wife's office, and she can do Botox on a weekend for you guys.
Yeah,
Have a big Botox.
I absolutely love it.
But we have to be able to like we'll call it laughing and Botox. We get to take a sniff of the laughing gas and do the Botox at the same time. Would that
Oh
work?
my goodness! Just make sure that you're not like, laughing as you're getting Botox, because who knows what could happen at that point.
Well, afterwards you're not gonna be able to laugh anymore. You're gonna be like this.
Show me emotion, baby. I can't. Yeah. So Tom Jack or Tom Black said, I want a halftime live on Sunday, where or halftime live on Sunday where you can give us point updates. We'll see. We can do
Yeah,
a show depending on what I'm doing.
yeah. Plus, I mean, aren't you gonna be watching the halftime show? Isn't it? What's his name? Kendrick or something like that?
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
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 No, so I
don't know.
don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, right? I don't know much of their music, but when I was in Colorado last time, I was driving with my granddaughter around, and a song came on, and she said, "That's Kendrick Lamar." She's 5 years old, and she knew who Kendrick Lamar was. That's the only reason I know that name, because I was like, "Who the heck is Kendrick Lamar?" She was right because it shows on my radio who it was.
Interesting. Yeah. So it's that'll be one. I don't usually spend my time watching. The last one I think I ever watched was Prince. I think I watched Prince, and I think that I watched a little bit of the Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre one.
Oh,
Just
I,
watch them.
I wanted to watch that one because I was so pumped about that one. I was a little disappointed, especially like they brought on somebody new at the end that none of us cared about. It was for the new generation, not for our generation. I wish I was a little bit better, but I mean, it was still fun. It was still fun.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, and I totally get that, my man. It's one of those things. And now our next bet: first team to score. That's a tough one, I think.
First, I think you're up next. I think you're first this time.
I'm actually going to go with Philly here. I think Philly scores first. I think that.
Yeah, I was like, "Where's the explanation?"
Yeah, sorry,
I'm
sitting there trying to think, and also, I got a little bit of this Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof, and it's hit me just in a spot in the back of my throat where it's not being real kind at the moment. It all of a sudden just started to like heat up. It's
nice.
It's pretty.
This
pretty
Jack
spicy.
Daniels is actually. I mean, I'm gonna go get another bottle of this. If you remind me, I'm gonna send you a sample of this. This is just different to me for a Jack. It really.
Yeah. They're so good. Okay, so Philly, I think that they will score on their first drive. I think they'll get the ball and go down. So if here's my theory, Kansas City, if it's a perfect world, Kansas City wins the coin toss, defers, the Philly runs the ball and scores on that first play. Then I've crossed out 3 of those right off the bat. Just boom, boom, boom. And so I think that Philly's going to score. It's probably like I could see it being a field goal, but I think that they'll score first.
Yeah, because when I was originally doing this, I was gonna put like one or the other, but I was like, no, let's just see who scores first. Who scores first, right?
Yeah.
Um, we're picking the same damn thing right now because I was originally gonna go with KC,
Yeah.
but then you told me that they defer. So I was thinking, maybe they get the ball first, so they're gonna score first. But if they defer to the second half, that means Philly will have the ball first. And I guarantee you, like I thought, Philly's going to run. And who do they have as a running back?
Saquon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really feel like he's going to break one pretty early on, at least. Maybe not a touchdown, but at least a good, 30, 40-yard run.
Yeah.
But I think if he gets that far, nobody's catching him either.
So, right. I don't know if the Chiefs have. Well, and Saquon's going to be having extra juice here. He really is. So
yeah,
it's going to be a fun game to watch.
It's funny. Not funny. It's cool. I got to see a Instagram reel, and I guess his dad was in the Super Bowl carrying him as a baby.
No
and
kidding.
Now here he is with him. Wow. Like here he is in the Super Bowl now. So
am
just to go on. I am choosing Philly. That's who my choice is. So wow.
Okay. Well, we're doing a lot of nothing right now, Doc. I'm sure stuff's going to change here, but
yeah.
I
feel like the other one. I feel like the next question we're going to have the same answer again.
I mean, it's possible. We don't. Hey, disclaimer: Doc and I don't talk about these bets beforehand. It's not like it's a ploy. It's it's just how we feel in the moment. By the way, appreciate you all the live from the patio guys that are here, Bourbon Nerd and Mr. T. Appreciate you here, Trinity B, Joe B.
I pity the fool.
Pity the fool. Chill Will Rocco, Tom Black said, I gave you that bottle over 3 years ago. I roofied it over 3 years ago. It's finally paying off. Long game.
There you go. Long game. Good job.
This will be an interesting later part of this, if I remember it. All right. But yeah, appreciate you guys. So, okay, so we thought, so we both picked Philly there, and so the next one we've got here is Saquon Barkley over under 100 yards.
Well, I put that one on there because I don't think has he had a game this year that's not over 100 yards.
I'm sure unless he's not playing, it's probably because he's
or unless they pulled him out early.
Yeah. I think that he could do it if he wants to.
He's playing a full game. Yeah, it's over 100. I'm not even. That's not even to me a debate.
Here is where my Chief fandom is going to come and cloud my brain. Okay, I definitely think if Josh Allen can't get a yard 3 different times, because they know that Josh Allen's going to run, does Saquon get 100 yards? Sorry, I just said that to like rile up the chat. I don't really care that much about it, but clip it if you must. But I do think that the Chiefs may, want to die on one side of the sword instead of the other side. And so they probably rather have Jalen Hurts beat them than Saquon. So I think that there might be focus there. Now, they could have that focus, and he still goes for 160. I mean, it is what it is. But this is where we go different. I'm picking under.
Well, I'm glad you are, so we can have finally a change. But I don't know how many teams have tried to focus on him.
Yeah.
But that line just opens it up. He doesn't get touched. Like I think he has like the best before he gets touched. Like it's like 6 yards average before he ever gets touched is what his average is. I think some crazy number like that, which is just ridiculous for the NFL.
He's very explosive. This is going to be very emotional for him and a few other guys. Actually, the Chiefs running back Kareem Hunt, who was kicked off the team once and now is brought back on. after about a 5-year hiatus or 6-year hiatus. Um, this is his first Super Bowl. He's going to be playing hard. DeAndre Hopkins for the Chiefs is going to be playing hard. It's fun to think. I understand a lot of people have Chiefs fatigue. They're tired of seeing the Chiefs. It's cool for some of these players that we saw come around for that, and I'm sure the Eagles have some of those players as well. That it's like, hey, this is like the Eagles were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but there's a lot of players that weren't in it
against the same team.
Yes, yeah, and so I think that's creates a lot of disdain and like just dislike from overall football fans. It's like the Eagles and the Chiefs. Give me a break. So I understand that as well. But that is
funny.
my pick.
Iceman texted me that the last game he had under 100 yards was against my Dallas Cowboys, but that's because he sat out the whole freaking fourth quarter.
He was tired. He
wasn't tired. He just like I showed up. I'm done.
Iceman asks a great question. Is this all-purpose yards? And I always thought it is rushing yards.
I thought that when I was writing it, I put it as all purpose. I didn't. I just put yards because I almost changed it to rushing yards, but then I just thought he's a big receiver for them.
Okay. Well, that might change my mind because I was thinking of that with just rushing. Great question. So if it's all purpose, if it's just yards, well. Oh man! Now it's because I was really proud of myself because I was like, I actually have some conviction here, thinking that he'll be under 100 yards rushing, but 100 yards total. Because gosh, he could catch a screen or something pretty easily there. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm going to say under the Chiefs are going to be doing something special. That's my hope. Either way.
All right, I changed it on the form, so I don't know if it changes it on here. If
it won't. No, I clipped this one. Yeah. So what did you change it to, Doc? Just so the chat.
All-purpose yards. All-purpose yards. Just so anybody has a question, it's all-purpose yards.
Well, I feel like that is the dumbest bet that I've made so far, is to say that he's under 100. But I feel when it hits 99.5, and I'll be like, oh, I was the only one that chose
it. Know what though? If it does 99.5, I'll actually high five you, man, because that'd be freaking hilarious.
Oh, and I know this is going to be blown in the first quarter. It's going to be like he's got 125 all-purpose yards already, and I'll be like, "Yep, that's pretty much it. So
yeah. So Doc's the winner.
Yep. Iceman said he's like, I'm done for the year. One great question, I'm out. So it's like, yeah, great question. Doc, I am running out.
All right.
How are you doing? I did a simple pour on that one.
I did a little bit of heavier pour, but I'm okay. I can move on with you. What do you feel like having?
Oh boy, let's see. Some water. How about balcones? I'm kidding. That's for the chat as well.
I was ready, man. You know what? I'm gonna send you. I have a few balcones. I'm gonna send you a balcones blind one day.
Well, send me. Okay, don't send me this one. I don't like this one.
Mm-mm. Dude, I went to the distillery and I tried quite a few of their stuff, and I only chose some. I actually have one bottle that is a distillery only. That's the ZZ Top, but there's ZZ Top out there, right?
Yep.
But it's a cask strength version of ZZ Top.
Oh, nice. All right.
Okay. What are we doing? You know, all right.
What? So Tom Jack says something turkey.
Why? Tom Jack? I would have never guessed Tom Jack.
Right.
Turkey.
It's surprisingly. But I've got a little bit of everything, obviously. I think that there might be a total of 4 pours. I don't know if you guys watched my short, but we could hit 4 pours tonight, guys.
So okay. So I mean, if we're gonna do turkey, I think we should do Wild Turkey 12 because I know you have bottles of that.
Sounds good.
All right, I like Wild Turkey. You grab yours. I'll talk until you get back, and then I'll grab mine.
All right.
The Wild Turkey, that is.
There you go. I don't know. Actually, I'm back. All right. So, guys.
Yours is easy. Mine's off to the side here. I need to go grab it. I hope that's my open bottle over there. So,
I was lucky enough to get a couple of these bottles at a pretty significant discount. With a little bit of a trade. So, I was pretty happy with getting these. And if you guys are ever part of my live, all I get to see is like, what should my final pour be? And it was always turkey, wild turkey, 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 turkey. And so I was like, I'm going to buy some wild turkey 12s because they're out of discount. And it's a damn fine pour. All right. Let's get that out of the way. And chat, cheers, you guys. Glad that you're here. Turup, what's up, my man? Hazmat, Jeff Castle, Carl, what's up, brother? I hear Tom Black prefers Buffalo Trace over turkey. Wade loves balconies, he says. That's not true at all. Oh, so it's one of those things. But has everybody been lucky enough to try this? And I don't want to oversell it because it's 101, it's aged 12 years, but I think this is a pretty darn good product from Wild Turkey, and but it's not available in the U.S. on the shelves.
Yeah, so, it's a damn good pour.
You have to have connections for that, for sure. Oh, Carl and Tom Jack are speaking the same language there. Carl's like, man, I wish I had a Wild Turkey 12 sample. And Tom Jack's like, I owe you some. So it's going your way. All right. So
Holy cow, this smells fruity.
It is fruity.
After my last drink, this smells so fruity to me.
Oh, and so much different than Jack Barrel Proof, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just berry. Cherry berry. In my nose.
Yeah, it is. It's very cherry.
Yeah. Our next bet, Doc, is which team gets first sack on a QB? I will go first here. All right. So it's very interesting. The defensive line from Philly is better than the offensive line at parts for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're going to take advantage of that. I just don't think the Chiefs are going to get a lot of sacks. So I think that Philly's going to get the first sack. I think that they're going to be coming after Mahomes a little bit more aggressively. And they're going to go right over that right or that left guard. Left guard? Left guard. So that's my assumption there. Obviously, this is a guess. If Eagles get the ball first, you have a better chance for the Chiefs to win this, obviously, just out of, having more chances off the bat. I'm going to say Philly.
Interesting, because who? I don't know who the big defensive tackle or defensive end for KC is. Do they have a dominant guy?
Yeah, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is he is probably one of the top 2-ish defensive tackles that are like for rushing.
Two-ish.
Yeah, like it was him and Aaron Donald for a long time in competition. But as Chris got older and then Donald retired, and it's kind of like, there's a couple other guys with their name in the mix. But I think Chris Jones is probably the most dominant older defensive tackle. He's a beast.
I'm going to have to ask Iceman for help here. Iceman, who's the defensive big guy for Philly? Because I remember watching the last game and thinking, I don't remember his name, but there's a guy in Philly that looked bigger than everybody else.
Jalen Carter.
Is that who it is? Because that guy was big.
He's the kid that got picked. Actually, the Eagles got lucky to pick him. Lucky. Okay. Just bear with me, guys, if you know the story. But he was an Alabama kid, or went to Alabama, University of Alabama. Great athlete, was going to be a top 5, but then he was in like a road racing incident where somebody crashed and a few people died. And so there was a lot of like negative stuff towards him on that. And so he fell down the board, draft board, and Eagles are like, okay, we'll take him. And now he's a beast. So it's like one of those things that it worked out in their favor on that one. But he's going to be lining up, and if he goes over the Chiefs' left guard, who is a backup guard, it's going to be a long day.
Question.
Yeah.
So does this count? Like, okay, somebody, Natividad put this comment in their trick question. No one is allowed to touch Mahomes, which is very true. So if they sack him, and even though it's a clean sack, and they call it roughing the passer for looking at him funny, does that count?
See, I go to statistics on this one. Do they count that as a sack? I don't believe they do. Just like a
Shit,
pass
now
interference or
that made my
like
life just so much harder because I think Philly will get to the QB first. But I mean, if they don't pick him up and set him down nicely on a pillow, they might just get a there'll be like defensive holding, offsides, you know, hit to the helmet even though we hit the chest. You laid on him funny, and so I'm now that made it difficult because I was going to go with Philly as well because I think Philly will get to the QB a little bit more. But, but, but,
I'm just
damn it.
trying to see. He was sacked 36 times this year. So
Okay, Iceman, what do you think? What do you think? Do I go with Philly? Or do I go KC? I'll let you help me on this one. Put in the comments so I can help choose this because originally I was going with Philly. I mean, but then I started not to be that threw that out there and it kind of threw me off
yeah,
because you can't touch them.
I I they'll tackle him. Super Bowl rules are so much different. They let those guys play a lot. There's a lot more holding in a Super Bowl that's not called because they just let them play. So it's one of those things on both ends that I think that they go. Uh, they allow a lot more pass interference and stuff like that. They just allow more to go.
It's funny because he put that. Well, one he said that Jalen Carter was sick and didn't practice today, but he said you also have to kiss him on the forehead goodnight before you sack
You
him.
do. There was
And Iceman actually went with KC on his form.
yeah.
So I mean, if Iceman went KC, I'm gonna do KC.
All right.
They'll help us be a little bit different, but also I'm supporting my online adopted son.
So I just want to let everybody know here that one of the funniest things. Remember that Tom Brady? I told you that the Patriots, Tom Brady Patriots, lost to the Chiefs in overtime, and the Chiefs never got the ball. And then a couple years later, the Chiefs had the same situation, and then they changed the rule. Um, Similarly, in that same game, the Chiefs, Chris Jones hit Tom Brady on the shoulder like this. He was coming by and grabbed his shoulder, and they called roughing the passer because they thought he hit his helmet. And
Yeah,
so
I like the way you deflect. You're deflecting.
I'm just saying the research is out there. You can find it if you want. Don't believe everything that the media tells you. It's just a talking point at this point. But it's been happening for a lot of years, and everybody's going to be mad. But so I do think, honestly, I think that if Kansas City, it'll be Chris Jones. I think Chris Jones or George Karlaftis. But I think that one of those two will probably get a couple sacks, but it won't. I think Philly will get the first one. I mean, it's a guess, right?
So how do we explain this to you? One, I think you're not believing your own lie, and the reason I'm saying this is you're looking up and to the left, and usually that means lying. So you're trying to convince yourself. You're trying to convince yourself because we all know this is rigged. Hashtag rigged. I see it in the comments. Carl saying hashtag rigged. So
Yep, I completely understand. There's an
let's just move
industry
on.
that
I just had to throw that out there. Like,
I know
let the comments let them
it's
throw that in the comments out there. But
it's
all right, all
an
right.
industry that makes 40 billion a year really wants the 23rd biggest market to win. I understand that because if it was rigged, the Cowboys would be in it. If it was rigged, the Giants would be in it, but they're not
No,
because they
see,
suck.
I'm gonna tell you this though about the Cowboys. The Cowboys still get talked about, and we've been out of the freaking playoffs,
They
and they
do.
still talk about them every freaking morning.
Well,
So
they're
they
they're a
realize the Cowboys
huge.
don't have to be in the Super Bowl to be talked about and still bring in ratings. That's why
True.
we're not in it.
True. I mean, at some point, I'm sure the Browns or somebody like that, that's just like been a team that's been cursed forever, will have a transcendent, right? And they'll have like 5 years where they're amazing. And they'll have the same stuff. It's like, oh, all the calls, they want them to win and all that stuff. And they'll be like, no, that's not how it is. And it's like, haha, remember, I've had a few Patriots fans like, now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. And all I said with it was like, "Yep, I get it. Winning and people will hate you." I was like, "But the Chiefs haven't been caught for cheating twice or three times, and they didn't have anybody that murdered somebody while they were playing for them.
No,
So that's
it's
crazy.
not. It hasn't. It just hasn't happened yet. They haven't gotten caught because
It
if
hasn't
you're not
happened yet.
cheating, you're not trying. It will happen.
Yeah,
But back to the Browns. I'm glad you brought up the Browns.
yeah.
The way the Browns are going to do that, I figured it out already. If they
Okay,
hire Bill Belichick, he was their coach for a while,
he was.
right?
Yep.
I've always thought that he needs to finish there. I think if they bring him back and finish there, he'll get the five. Like you're talking about those 5 years of just winning, and the Browns will finally do it. So the Browns, if you're listening, go hire Belichick, and you'll have the pay that help from the refs. So
Hmm.
there we go.
And maybe so, and that would be great because he knows how to work it. Apparently, he didn't know
Yeah.
how to work it without Tom Brady, though. That's crazy. Uh,
Well, it's because he would sell Tom Brady to the refs. Hey, I'll
that's
send you
right.
some pictures of
That's
Tom Brady in the topless, something
Uh,
like that.
that's fair. He's like, look at his wife. By the way, the one thing about Taylor Swift that I think is funny is all you people, and maybe it's because she's not a supermodel. It's probably, but we were force fed Giselle Bündchen down our throats for like 7 years, like all the time. But she was a
Oh,
beautiful woman.
wait, hold up here. You're comparing Taylor Swift to Giselle.
Oh well, only comparing in the way that we're being showed. Like the oh, how about this? Remember when Tony Romo was dating Jessica Simpson? How many times did we see that bombshell during the game? Too many. She didn't even know what sport was going on.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
No.
I don't even know how to comment to that. I mean, that's a perfect lead into the next important
Yep.
bet that we have going here.
Yes, I
Perfect
accidentally
lead-in for
clicked
that.
on the wrong one. So give me a
Hey,
second.
Major Zero, glad you're here, Major Zero. Late to the party, but always here to have fun. So
Here we
appreciate
go.
you here.
I got the right one on. All right. I accidentally clicked on the right one. All right. I'm just trying to show some fire, Doc. I'm
No,
just
no,
trying
no.
to show some.
Wait, what? Are we on the right one? Okay.
Yes, I switched it. Yeah, accidentally clicked on the right one. How many times will Taylor Swift be shown live? Over 6.5, under 6.5. I'm going to let you guys know right now. Oh, it's Doc's pick, but I have thoughts.
You have. Oh, you know what? Before I pick, I want to listen to your thoughts so that we can,
Okay.
because they said that the Super Bowl ads went up. I think they said 30% from last year to run a
Really?
30-second ad. I
Really?
think that's what I heard, something like that, something similar to that.
Okay.
And I believe it's all because of Taylor Swift.
Yep.
So let me hear your thoughts, and I already have my answer, but I want to hear your thoughts before I give it.
I'm surprised this isn't for the first half.
100%, 100%. I agree with you. I'm going over 6.5.
I'm smashing so hard the over on this one. It's like, let's get to 7 before any time Travis Kelce gets a touch. And boys and ladies and people out there, it might be Travis Kelce's last ride. They're going to try to be force feeding him a little bit, I feel. And
why would it be his last ride?
I think
he's young and healthy and still looking pretty thick right now because he looks a little thicker this year than he did last year.
Yeah,
but he's still freaking moving like crazy. I'll give him that.
He is. I think we might be the end. I think, well, especially if they win. If they win, then why wouldn't you walk off there? But
no, because he's going to go for a four-peat. What are you talking about?
Okay, that is a possibility. But I think that they're going to be force feeding Kelce quite a bit here, and I think when Kelce touches a
force feeding Taylor Swift a little bit because she's a little skinny.
That's right.
I don't know how she handle a big boy like that.
On top, yeah, I understand that 100%. I'm thinking that if he gets 7 catches, which is a lot, it's a lot. 7 catches is a lot in any game. If he gets 7 catches, they show her at least 7 times. Every time we're going to have a Taylor reaction. Every time he catches a ball, that's where where my mind is here.
Or even if he drops it, I mean, they just have to throw it his way 7 times in the game.
And they even show her during Chiefs touchdowns where Kelce wasn't even on the field. They go to her because she's with Donna Kelce, and they're like, "Yay!" Whatever.
Which, you know what though? I forget she is a huge Philly fan.
Yeah.
So are you going to show her reaction when Philly scores too?
Oh boy, that'd be crazy. And of course, like they're all celebrities, so Bradley Cooper will be there because he's a huge Eagles fan. There's going to be a bunch of people. Are they all going to be in the same suite? Like, are we
No,
going to
Bradley
get like
Cooper was it? Is it Bradley Cooper like on the field most of the time when he's out there?
he is? Well, he's in the suite sometimes too.
Because
Uh,
you have also what Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You
yes,
know, I love Mark
Marky,
Wahlberg. He's a
the
huge
Wahlbergs,
Eagles fan.
and it's like okay, I know like last Super Bowl, like Blake Lively and a bunch of those people were with Taylor Swift in there. So like sometimes you're just seeing like oh you see Taylor Swift, but it's not even. They're like oh there's Ryan Reynolds. Oh there's whoever. Da, da, da,
Yeah,
and
but
it's in the
she's right next to him.
yeah.
She,
So you get to see
but
her. So
I don't. With all the crap going on with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds right now, I don't think they're gonna be there.
they're gonna lay low. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
gonna-
think they'll be there.
Ah. So anyway, I think it'll be over.
Ooh, Major Zero asked, "Will she have a commercial?"
Oh,
Ooh.
does she do commercials? She used to. There was I can't remember the commercials she would do. It was during COVID or right after COVID. She was doing some stuff. But yes, I do recall. So she probably will have a commercial in there. And does that count? It does not. I just want to say that does not count. It's
No,
during the
'cause
game.
we did put live. It says
Live.
live. Will
Yeah.
be shown live. Commercial does
Live.
not count. So I'm glad we're clarifying that up just in case there's that question, but true.
Yep. And so it's one of those things. Oh yeah, and they're going to be showing Jason Kelsey and Kylie because like they're just he's an Eagle, whatever, and so they're probably going to be in the same body. So you're probably going to get like some glances of Taylor that count. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So before we go on to the next question, I am empty.
That
You
is
said-
a
you
great pour.
You said 4 pours. You said
Four
4.
pours. 4 pours
I think-
and 7 years ago.
So what's our next pour?
All right. So I'm looking here, Doc. I'm just seeing if we want to get a little crazy. This is, by the way,
Ooh.
Doc, I appreciate you doing this with me. This has been a lot of fun.
It is. I'm glad that we all got to hang out together and Tom Black came up with this idea
Yes.
and that after that night we actually remembered.
Yes. Completely sober idea. Definitely with just, we were, saying our prayers and definitely wasn't any alcohol consumed before that thought came out. That's for sure.
Yeah, none whatsoever. And if you
Goodness
believe
gracious.
that, I have some land like oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you.
Yeah, it's a lot like that. That's funny. Oh, Whiskier, what's up, my man? Cheers, man. Hope
Here,
all's
how's it
well.
going, buddy? I'm glad you're on here. I have some of your picks on that I picked up when I was in Colorado, so glad you're on here, buddy.
I was kind of hoping to get there. Now I believe he's down in Louisiana. I believe he's Louisiana boy by heart. So, yeah. So I need to get to Colorado and pick up some of those picks as well.
Well, let me know. I'm out there all the time, and I go to this one particular liquor store because he suggested it, and I go out there just because they have his picks there.
So Carl said it'll be an Ozempic commercial. That's funny. That that Taylor's in.
And that'd be funny if Kelsey's in a Viagra commercial.
That would be. That would be really funny, actually. No, Tom Jack. Michter's, okay, I can get behind that. No 4 grain, so no, we're not going to do that.
Phil doesn't remember shit from that night.
Yeah. Hey, do you have any Bardstown discoveries?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
11 or 12. Did we have that last time?
I don't. You happen to remember last time when we had so much fun? I don't remember nothing.
That's for well.
So Bardstown sounds good. I don't have 11. I have 12, but I'll grab that. It's right behind me.
Yeah, I've got one of them here that I can reach. I just picked something so I could be lazy. I have 11. Yeah.
I got 12, so that works.
Yeah, actually. Nate.
There you go. Last time
Nate was
last
nice
time you
enough to
can
give me
find
that one.
Know what? I think we did do it last time because last time you couldn't find your 12.
Yes, that's right. I found it. Oh, Whiskier says, "Happy Super Bowl week." The art of the spirits is what he asked to you, Doc.
Art of the Spirit. So I have multiples, but yes, Art of the Spirits is the ones I have from you. I have your cigar one in Takai finished was excellent, and there's another one I have that's also from there. And then I think you had I got a Bacta from there. Was that a? Did you were you part of that Bacta pick that they did there? I got one of those as well.
By the way, have you heard the or read the last media release from the Bacta, like the newest release? It is wild, man. That dude thinks a lot of
No.
himself.
Oh, I love his things because he's like, I mean, he has these like he does the whole with girls in short shorts and
Yeah,
yeah, they're fun. They're funny. I like they remind
yeah,
me of like seventies commercials or something.
yes. I think there was like traveling on elephant back in West India and like so. I was like, oh my god. Hey, Whiskey Shaman, what's up? The Batia pick was fun, said Whiskier. So yeah,
No, that was actually that one. I've never had Bacta before into that one, and that one was like, ooh, that was I don't know. It was just different. I really enjoyed it. A little bit pricey, but I mean, I like. It's one of those that you pay the price, but it's for something different, and I don't mind it.
sure. Yeah,
But
I'm with you.
his cigar one is super super good. I really like that cigar one that he'd picked. So I plan to probably if they still have some out there when I go out there again, I'll probably pick up another one of that cigar because I've almost finished that one.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, and also like I need to get out there because it's usually just a bit south from where I go to. I go a little bit into the mountains. I don't go down to the springs, so I need to work my way down that way sometime.
Where do you go? Where do you go at?
The Vale, Beaver Creek region, Breck, all
Yeah,
those
so
places.
you're a little bit. It's a drive for you.
It's a drive. Like I stop at a few places in Denver, but I would like to make it down to the Springs.
Yeah, if you ever do, like we can maybe plan because I'm out in the Springs like all the time. That's where my son lives, right? So I'm
Yeah,
out there all the
yeah.
time. But if not, I can always pick one up for you.
Well, that'd be awesome. That would be really nice. So, cheers, Whiskey
Hey,
Shaman. Hope
Whiskey
all is
Shaman's on
well.
here. Hey, congrats. He did a podcast with a super cool distillery. That's pretty
Ooh,
cool.
can we get a spoiler,
You,
Whiskey
yeah,
Shaman?
that's what
Like,
I was just about to ask. You want to spoil that a little bit and give us a little bit of a hint or location, some sort of hint.
yeah, just give us the state. Just give us the state that it's in, and then we'll want to get down to a little bit closer to town, and then geographical coordinates. Uh,
Yeah.
for
That's what's
sure.
actually cool. Have you seen the I was talking about the other day, the whiskey tree. Have you seen that one? It's a distillery, bourbon, New Orleans distillery. It's actually where Gnome. I don't know if you ever watch Gnome's Tavern.
Yeah,
He
I've seen
does
it a couple times. Yeah.
and but Nancy Fraley does her blends.
Oh,
But
okay.
on the bottle, it gives the coordinates of that tree. So it's actually during Prohibition, people used to meet there. The bootleggers and the people who used to buy used to meet at this particular tree,
That's
and it
cool.
has the coordinates of that tree on there. So that's when you said that. That's what made me think of.
I have a story before we talk about this next one, which is the total score, guys. Uh, total score of the game over under. But my dad was a trucker. This was before I was born, but he always had a story, and he was going to pick up cattle in West Texas, and the he's called because this was long before cell phones, right? So he called this rancher. Where am I going to pick you up from, or what am I going to pick these cattle up? And he goes, all right, you're going to drive south till you see a tree. You're going to take a right at the tree. And then you're going to drive until you see a grain bin. You'll take a left at the grain bin. And a few miles after that, you'll run into me. I'll be the only person there. And I still remember my dad's like, sure as shit. I drove till I saw a tree. I turned right. And I drove till I saw a grain bin, turned left. And this guy was down a few miles. And he's like, it was the best directions he's ever got because that's the only tree. Only grain
Know
bin.
why that worked though? Those are guide directions. That's
Yeah,
how guides
100%.
give directions. You know,
100%.
go to the Starbucks on the corner, take a left there, then go to the Home Goods and take a right, and then
Yeah.
you could be at Lowe's, but just past the Lowe's,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
then you see the North Star. Make sure you follow that for about 2 miles, and I will be at the Kentucky Fried Chicken on the right.
That's right. Oh, that's funny. Yes, exactly right. Um, oh Lord! All right, so this one we've got total score of the game over under 48.5 points. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
think.
thought when we chose this one, I thought this was actually the hardest one we have.
So, uh, for they think it's going to be 27-21, 28-20. Somewhere, you know, I think those are the best because 24-20 or 24-24 makes it to
Let me see.
under, but that's a
What is
tied game.
28-21 equal?
49. So
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
where it is. So where do you think? You think it's going to get to 28-21? I do. I think it's going over. I think it's going to be a really slow first quarter where I apparently think Philly's going to run in for a touchdown. And then I think it's going to be slow going for a little while, and then it's going to ramp up.
Know what? I'm on the opposite with you. I think this can be close to that 48.5. I think it's going to be under. So I'm going under on this one.
Under, love it. Chat, what do you guys think? How do you think the game's going, or where it's going to go? And I know we're going a little bit longer than usual. I can hear my kids getting ready for bed, but I kind of want this is the kind of the big Super Bowl one. I want to make sure that
Yep.
we bring people in.
That we cover it all. And we make sure we give you all our information that we know, which is nothing.
100%. Unlike the Chiefs, I don't get to talk to the league and know the plans beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, the script has been leaked. I mean, there's a script leak out there already, you know?
I've always laughed about like the script stuff, and it's like, and this was a while ago, but like Arian Foster reading the script that he has to blow out his knee again in week 3. He's like, no. It's like I absolutely thought that was a great joke. I thought that was so funny. Oh man, funny. So those are my picks. Tom Jack says under. Hey, by the way, guys, if you're here, smash the like. Appreciate you being here. We're gonna roll through these next bets. Let's make sure we got them here. Oh, we already got Taylor Swift.
Plus,
Okay,
it's our last pour. It's our last pour.
last pour. Sure. And as I said in my short, Doc. I don't. Yeah, you saw it. You commented on it. The one about whiskey 4. It's actually whiskey 8. It's like
yeah. Like we need to get to that whiskey down 8, man. We need to get there.
No, if you're there, you're on a long road.
No, I'm guaranteeing you this Friday for the birthday one, we'll be on whiskey
8. Yeah,
easy.
It's
in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna guarantee you this. It's a birthday one, so nothing's gonna be low. Nothing's gonna be low and low proof. None of that BS.
Yep. So I remember one time. Oh, this was a long time ago. ADHD Whiskey was doing a live, and Dan from Bourbon Junkies was like actively trying to call him because ADHD Whiskey was like almost passed out on his live because he just went so hard. And it's like Dan was like, buddy, you got to turn it off. Just turn it off.
That was probably like nobody called me on my 6-hour live. I probably should have been called and said, hey, cut it.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the community is a community because right here, Tom Black says, one more pour. Drink the other half. Yep.
Tom Black, I've not seen Boondock Saints. It's on my list. The reason I have that because that's the one that's the Sopranos one, isn't it? Boondock Saints is the Sopranos.
It's not. It is he's trying to bait me right now into a very long conversation of something that I really, really enjoy. It's a movie about 2 brothers that are Irish and they go on a vendetta. I'll say that.
Oh, okay. It's not the one I was thinking. I was thinking it was the one that was the pre-Sopranos one. So.
Oh no, that's something Saints though. The Saints of something.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And look at that. Carl saying 1 more hour.
Yeah. I've had a few times where I wasn't getting words out correctly on my live, and all I saw was 1 more hour. Just a whole chat. 1 more hour. And I'm like, I can't. Oh, good times.
Oh, that's always like that. Like I had to go back and watch that 6-hour live because I remember the first 3 hours. The second 3 hours, I was like, oh, I kind of remember that. Oh, what? Carlos got on with me? Wait, Whiskey Matt got on with me? Oh yeah, he tricked me that night. He got me into that joke. And then, it's just one of those where like I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, it's kind of like last week when we were doing this show and I was calling Shane Sean the whole time. Yep, we all have our things. So
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think he liked it. I think he liked his pet name. I think he wants you to call him that and then pet him while you're doing it as
I think
well.
I'm going to get him an engraved Glenn that just says
You should
Sean.
it should say Sean on one side and Shane on the other.
Yeah, that's right. You can pick for now. Oh, funny.
Make sure, hey guys, we're talking about it. Stay hydrated. Important to stay
Yep.
hydrated.
Yeah, be
coming from the
responsible.
doctor.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, Doc. So last to score, the Chiefs or the Philly?
Depends who you think is winning, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's, I guess, there's thoughts on both of those ends. Like, I always assume that as, like, oh, like, it's a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Someone's driving down to win.
Yep.
And that's probably the most exciting Super Bowl that we could hope for, is that somebody's driving down for the win, depending, and they score to win it. That's the most exciting, most like, dramatic thing. What if it's like, the Phillies scored 28 points and held Chiefs to 3 in the first half and nobody scored anything? So, like, it's like, did Philly score, and just held the Chiefs down? I don't think that's going to be the case. I think this is going to be a high score game.
No. I mean, first of all, the refs are well paid. Second of all, the refs can now award points.
Well, they can. And, you got to take what you can do.
Yeah, and so with all those bonuses and stuff like that, but you know what? I feel like the last score is going to be the winning score, like we were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am right now supporting my online adopted son, so I'm going Philly.
Philly, awesome.
Yep, I know you're going with you got to be going with the Chiefs.
Oh man,
because if you don't, you're trying to say the Chiefs are not winning. So
yeah, it's the last score. It's like, but does the last score matter?
I think. Okay, so everything we just talked about just said that it was leading up to the winning score, right?
Well, here's my point. Let's say that Philly or the Chiefs are up 10, and the other team scores. They get the last score, but they don't win.
Well, it's because they did the score so they could try to score again really quickly, right?
Well, that's the truth, and I do go with Kansas City. Of course they score the last one. They get a random flag, and everybody cries, and I drink their tears in celebration.
You should bottle the tears and and give that away.
I have a short that I have created in case
I'm
the Chiefs win.
I'm glad you continued that. I have a short.
I have a short
so many things
that I created. But in case the Chiefs win, because I think it's going to be really funny and a lot of people are going to hate it. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I think that the Chiefs score last. Well, we differ there. We differed on 4 so far.
4 score in 7 years ago. I did do for the last game, I did a Philly, I made an old fashioned for Philadelphia. And the moment I made it, they scored. So I feel like I'm going to have to do that multiple times, make multiple old fashions for Philly this game to help them win. I believe that my magic voodoo helped them win.
Well, there's definitely going to be a point that if that is fairly effective, if I see you making an old fashioned and they're scoring, I'm going to say, knock that shit off. Your powers are too strong. Use them for good.
No, what though? What would be kind of funny? I mean, it'd be hard to do because me and you are going to be really into the game if it's a close game. We should get on for the last quarter and just watch, do the live watching together, if anything,
Oh, I think that would be a lot of fun. I don't know.
Only if it's a close game. If it's not a close game, we won't do it.
I don't know what kind of person So I will tell you this, guys. I actually am a fan, a diehard fan. And I do really like the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs. Okay, so I grew up watching the Chiefs. They always broke my heart, and they finally are winning. All right. I every time my wife is like, "Oh, like, do you want to have a Super Bowl party because the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl?" I'm like, "I want to be alone in the basement because I go through all these emotions that I'm not real proud that I go through. They're just happy, they're sad, and it's a roller coaster, right? Of any game. If you're a true sports fan, you've lived it, right?
Yes, you live that roller coaster for
Yeah.
sure.
And so it's one of those things. And so I could be a very very interesting watch. Like I really could be like having my phone and be like, yeah, yeah, that's terrible. Like sack him, no, like type of thing. So if you guys are really interested in that, let me know. Let us know. And
Let us know. Like maybe
yeah,
we go in the fourth quarter.
yeah,
Maybe you
yeah.
know because
Um,
that would be kind of that could be kind of fun.
it could be fun, and I think I like. There's nothing more that I want to do is just be in a hole by myself, so I can have my emotions, good or bad, by myself. And why don't we just, instead of doing the soft launch and just having a few friends around, why don't we just put it to the internet and just have my pure pure like sadness or happiness put on there? Oh man.
Oh my goodness, it could be pretty. I mean, honestly, that could be pretty crazy, depending on how that game's going. You know, that could be a pretty freaking crazy one.
Ice Iceman said the truth of the truth. You have to be there for the lows to appreciate the highs. Amen, brother. And that's about anything, really. The even in look, I'm gonna get sentimental here, but even in
Yep.
relationships, you got to go through some lows to get through those lows, and you really appreciate the highs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100% because it's that shows how strong your relationship is,
Boom.
and
Yep.
it's one of those things that like it helps you grow as a partner, like as partners, and it helps you learn your strengths and your weaknesses. And a lot
Mm-hmm.
of times if you chose right, and that person's always, when you're low, they're high for you. They
Yep.
bring you up,
Yep.
and that's it's kind of the great thing about getting a good relationship like that for sure.
Hundred
So, not to
percent.
get onto that whole subject, because that's a
Yeah.
whole other thing we can talk about. But honestly, that's like it's very very true.
But Iceman, that's why I feel so bad for Bills fans. And like I know you guys like Bills fans don't want my pity, but like I've been there, been almost there a lot of times and like getting crushed by all these different teams. And now we're there. Now I look at them and I'm like, I wish you guys could understand and like enjoy this like I get to enjoy it. But in the same, I'm still going to enjoy it. So it's one of those.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Before we get to this last one,
Okay.
the winner,
Yeah.
right? Before we get to this winner, um, we got to go back to a turkey product for Tom
One more
Black.
pour. I knew it. One more
So
pour.
I got this. You know what? I want to do the 70th anniversary. It's right behind me. Let's do that one. It's a good pour,
Gosh, I
not
don't
too
know
strong.
where I
Well,
have one. Oh, looky there. Yep, that works well. Floor
let me
whiskey
grab it
sometimes
behind.
happens.
Don't look at my butt as I bend over. Okay, nobody
No
wants to see that.
promises. Tom Jack, you're trying to bait me in the conversation. I appreciate what you're doing, but damn you. You mentioned three of my favorite things right off the bat, and I don't appreciate it. I'm trying to stay in.
Doc, have you ever seen the show Scrubs? I have not.
Oh, it's probably one of the worst comedies that is about medicine ever. Ah,
So I have you ever seen? I love House. House is one of my favorite
okay.
shows. I do watch House.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
I have. I've watched episodes of it. I haven't watched it like extensively, but I
Oh,
do.
I
I
used to
do
love that
enjoy
one, and
House.
I discovered it on Airplane again, and I'm like, I need to start watching that again. I enjoyed that one so much. So, Tom Black, one more pour. We did that for you, buddy. It's a turkey product. We have to end on a turkey. So, cheers, everybody.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everyone.
I need to find me a bottle of that, Carl. I don't know if there's bottles of that anymore.
It kind of went away, to be honest. I was kind of hoping just to like stumble across them, and all of a sudden they were like gone. You know?
Well, in my area, they didn't hit really big here, so I only got bottles because people I know, like
Yeah.
like, hey, we got these, and you want one? Yeah. Hold it for me.
I
Um,
honestly, I was down in Oklahoma playing golf with a buddy, and we go to a liquor store, and they had like 3 cases on the floor, and I was like, I'll get one for me and one for Tom Jack. I was like, I'll be able to find it wherever. That's my one. So it's like,
so
I
you actually gave it to him?
yeah, I'm a good friend. That's right.
You're a good friend. You're a
Ah,
good friend.
I like to say that anyway. It makes me.
All right. So we are up to the last one.
Yep.
Winner. Well, last one plus we have a bonus. We do have a bonus just for fun.
Yep. I didn't
Did you
clip the
make?
bonus, but we can just talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
I
do.
think it'll be fun.
You know what? Let's do the bonus for fun first, and then come back to this winner.
All
So
right,
we
love
know
it.
the winner.
Yeah, we'll
Does
finish
that
with
sound good?
who we think's gonna win. Yeah.
Okay. So the bonus is this is for fun. No points on this one. Does Travis propose?
Does
Does
Travis
he
propose?
propose? Tom Black brought this up, and I thought it was a good one. I thought it was funny because there's like all these rumors about it.
Yep. So you guys will see this at the end of the list. Um, I don't
For
know
the
if
tie, it's
Travis.
under tiebreakers. It's under
Yeah,
tiebreakers.
yeah.
So
I don't know if
it's not
Travis
a
knows
tiebreaker, but it's under there.
how to propose. I don't know. He's like. I gotta let you know, he's had some baddies in his life. I followed his Instagram. He's
Oh,
he's had
really?
some
Like who has he had?
uh Instagram models
Tom Black. Besides Tom Black, who else?
and Tom Black. Yeah, which Tom Black was the closest one to get the ring, but it fell off at the end. It was sad. But the I would
We're not gonna
say
talk
that
about what kind of ring that is, but that's okay.
the um this is probably the closest, right? This is the closest thing that would ever. And boy, would I absolutely hate if this actually happened. If he won the Super Bowl and then he proposed to Taylor, I would hate it so much. It would. I would hate it. Like,
Oh,
just take me out of my Chief fan. Like, talk about sucking all the fun out of the Chiefs winning the Super. Like, or your favorite team winning the Super Bowl. This thing that's a distraction. That's been a distraction that you don't care about for so long, right? And people make fun of you and your team about. And then it's the highest, like the highest that your team can do, and win. And then
a three-peat, which nobody's ever done
right,
before. And what will be shown all day, every day, next few days? If he
yeah,
proposed.
I would hate that so much. Um, so
You
I'm
know
going
what?
to say
I think
no.
you need to bet on this. I think if he proposes, you need to shave your head.
I will tell you what. I will. No, I won't shave my head. Nope.
Shave your arms. Shave those
I will
arms.
shave my arms. Yep, I will
Oh
shave
no!
my
What?
arms for
No,
sure.
what you if he proposes, you shave your legs and do a Taylor Swift song short.
Oh, all right. There's a lot of cannon fodder coming my way. What if they don't, Doc? What are you doing? All I
Okay,
want is you to
okay,
shave your legs and do all the sexy ladies dance with Beyonce in heels.
done. Okay, I don't have heels. I don't have heels, but okay.
That's
So
that's fine.
no, what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's do this then, right?
That's
If he
deal.
proposes, but I don't think he's. I honestly, I'm going to say he doesn't though.
I don't think
But
he
if he
does.
proposes, you have to do shave your legs and do it like a Taylor Swift outfit short of one of her songs.
Oh Lord, I gotta let you know that is gonna be one thick dress. It's gonna be.
Yep, yep.
It's
And
like
then if he doesn't, what do I have to do?
I said you got to do the Beyonce all the sexy ladies dance. You know the what?
Okay, I'll do this. I'll do the Beyonce All the Sexy Ladies Dance
Yeah,
as a video short for you. The
yeah,
funny thing is, what if he propose like that? Would be sucky. Like what if he proposed like a week later?
yeah. You're like, oh, I'm so close.
Oh, so close. Fine. So you do a Taylor song, I do a Beyonce song, and that'll be it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm putting it in there. I put in no. He doesn't propose because I don't think he'll take the time to do it. If he proposed, it'd be kind of cool if he got it when he got his ring, and gave her the ring as the proposal.
At the ring ceremony. Yeah, I think that's. a little bit more like I just don't think that's Travis's style. But
Yeah, I don't either. I don't
we'll
either.
see.
So I'm already gonna starting to practice the oh
Uh,
oh.
by the way, Doc, I have no doubt. The reason I said that is I have no doubt that you'd be able to pull that off and crush it. So,
Oh, you don't understand. You know, I can crush that. I mean, I'll finally get more than 2 followers because of it.
honestly, it mm, I would watch it on loop. So I'm just trying to think how I would Taylor Swift it up enough, and I'm scared
I'm gonna
already.
have to ask my daughters. Do they have one of those like stretchy dresses to put
That's
on?
right.
Because that's
That's
what I'm gonna need to use. The funny thing is that the one time back when I was a little like, so I had lost a lot of weight at one point in time, so I was skinnier,
mhm.
and my daughter HRH had some shorts, and I put them on just to freaking mess with her, right?
Yep.
And she's never worn those shorts again because I fit in them.
She's like, nope,
Nope,
hard pass on
done,
that one.
done. So yeah, that's a possibility. So all right. So this is on there. It's pinky swear bet. We're
Pinky
gonna do that,
swear.
right?
Yep.
I
Oh,
think I'm the sucker in this one. I think I'm the sucker in this one.
you
But
know what? If it comes out and it's like, I'll be like, the Chiefs won, yeah, and then all of a sudden they're like, the camera pans over and there's Travis Kelsey down, Taylor Swift right there. I'm like, no, you can't be, you gotta be kidding me.
this is gonna be so freaking funny though. I mean, on mine, I'm putting that as a no, but I mean, we'll see,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. But
yeah,
I don't think they'll take that moment away from it. But I mean, the NFL could. I mean, I haven't read the script, so I mean, that could possibly be that they win. The script comes out,
right.
he does that so that it increases ratings.
It would be something. Let me tell you, if it happened. Well, first of all, like I said, I'll go back. I would hate it, but it would be rating boost to the billions. I get that. Just that clip,
Yeah,
just the clip. The NFL would clip that, and
and you have to play that like the what's her favorite like her first famous song was like "Tears on My Guitar" or something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, when she
Yeah,
was like
you have to do that
19.
one.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh
Oh,
no,
what did we get
we'll
ourselves
have to do
into,
a short.
Doc?
We'll have to do a poll of like put 3 favorite of her favorite song her famous songs on there, and they have to vote on which song you're doing.
Yeah, for real. Oh, so I'm just pulling up the analytics now to see how many people are actually on. 13 people are
Cross
watching
dressing,
right now.
perfect.
So I'll tell you what, guys, that if there's some power that you guys have that if I just cut this off of this recording and this whole discussion,
Nobody would know any like if he proposes, you cut this off. If he doesn't propose, you leave it on, right?
right?
All right. So who's the winner? Who's the winner by 1.5 points? Who's the winner?
Oh my goodness. I just got like Tootsie Roll chocolate on that. Okay.
Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a throwback. The I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are gonna win by 2. I actually, in my heart of hearts, I do not believe the Chiefs are gonna win this game. But I'm picking the Chiefs because I'm wearing the Chiefs and I'm a Chiefs fan, and that's the way it should be. Most
I still
important
have
people
to
are
form
still
correct.
here, Carl. That's true.
Yep. Yep.
Josh Fitz, welcome
So
back.
I did put Philadelphia. Philadelphia is my pick. I want them to win. I'm going for them this time. I don't know why, but I'm trying. Why do we get text? Joe B is a genius.
Joe B is a genius.
I got
Dresses and drams is what Joe
dresses
B's.
and drams. All right, that's the title of that one. Dresses and drams. Dresses and drams. I'm submitting my form right now because I just filled it out. It's submitted,
Nice.
so I can't go back on anything I said tonight. And there we go. We
Yep,
got our Super Bowl, our first ever
first ever.
Super Bowl.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We're gonna I think we should carry this on for the next year. I think that'd be.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun to do.
That's if you or I don't retire, because Are
Yeah.
good. Right now I can't even put out videos. I don't have a computer that I
Yep.
edit on to put out any videos. So
And like I gotta let everybody know, Doc, you're actually smaller all of a sudden. That's amazing. That's like the computer.
oh,
I gotta make you bigger.
you've talked to my wife.
But like I got to be honest, there was a point last week that I had about congruent of like 4 hours of sleep a night, and I was not speaking
No,
positively about anything.
no,
And
we're
so,
not talking about that because we're moving forward. We're going on. We're gonna
right,
do this, and
well,
we're gonna talk about how we make this into a like when they do the what is it, the picks, like
yep,
the what is the draft. We're gonna figure out
yes,
how to do something for the
draft,
draft.
yes, and
And then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do weeklies because there's too many games. We can't. Can we do all games in a week? I don't know.
it's tough because you're gonna have at least 16.
So we're gonna have to do like maybe 1 week NFC, 1 week AFC or something like that.
Yeah, excuse me. All I was gonna say is I had a rough spot, and then all of a sudden it's like you can't retire on me.
No,
It's like
you can't. You can't.
it's like can't do it. But the yes, I would agree that yeah, we'll figure out a system. We'll figure out a system. The draft will be fun. Trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do there, because that is a fun. Who knows what's going that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it never goes the way you think it's gonna go.
Yeah. So don't make me come out to Nebraska and slap you around a little bit, okay?
I would love for you to go. It'd be nice for you to see Nebraska. It's quiet here.
I've been there one time.
Yeah, you couldn't wait to get out. I bet.
No. Actually, I enjoyed it, but the fun. That's a long story. Me and you will talk about this one day.
No,
But
totally understand.
But the funny thing is, I mean, what they say, your what do they say? Corn fed, something bread.
Corn-fed.
What's the saying for Nebraska?
Yeah, well, we're all corn-fed up here because of the Huskers, right? And they grow a lot of corn here. Not as much as Iowa, but they grow a lot of corn here. And I always say corn-fed girls, and that
Yeah.
means that we're hardy up here. But I grew up in Western Kansas, and the saying is that there's a pretty girl behind every tree in Western Kansas.
Is there really?
Yeah, you just got to find a tree. Sucks. It's
Well,
kind of
I
like Western
mean,
Texas. There's not many trees out that way.
what we need to do is kind of help, our friend find a Latina. That way he regrets it later. And we warned him. I pre-warned him. So.
I would love to see the regret on his face year 3 or 4, for sure. I would love to see it.
Definitely. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate you guys. Always a great time. Doc, appreciate you. Good luck. Enjoy your Super Bowl parties. Go. Don't watch it. I know most of you aren't. Let me know what your favorite commercial is. I'm sure
I
that's a
always
good
look
deal.
forward to the commercials. I
Yeah,
like the commercials.
for sure.
I
Josh
like
Fitz
the
says,
commercials.
Doctor, or
I don't watch the Puppy Bowl.
I don't watch it either. We watch it on rerun because the kids like to watch it. But Josh Fitz says Detroit Lions are out, so nobody cares. Yeah, so that's been the same for the last, let's check notes, every Super Bowl. Anyway,
Hey, wait. I have a question real quick because I just
yeah,
saw this and I did have a question for Tom Black. At Ride Guy put at Tom Black, screw the WNBA because there's no Caitlin Clark. What happened with that? That's a conversation we need to have on one day because I'm
one
sure that's a
day.
long conversation. But holy crap! I
Yeah,
just found out she's not in the women's NBA anymore, is she?
I actually didn't know that. I didn't
So
know
Tom
that.
Black, we'll talk about that sometime, buddy. We'll
Yeah.
definitely talk about that. Let me see. At old fashioned Tom Black would get cut off if he dated a Latina. He would.
He would.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
thanks for having
appreciate
me
you
on.
guys. Until next time.
Thanks for having me. I enjoy it. I have so much fun with you guys. So you guys are pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, I'll put something out later. But recap show next week.
Yeah, we have to. We have to
We
have a
got to
winner.
recap it.
So Friday, if you want to get drunk, I'm gonna be getting pretty damn happy on Friday. I'm gonna do nothing but high fun pours because it's my birthday live, and it's our February birthday live. I should say
Right.
that.
Right.
because more than likely I'm doing a birthday live the Friday before my birthday,
Correct. Yes.
which could be even crazier than this one. But let's set a standard. We need to have a bar to set first to see if I can break that bar.
I
So
love it.
Friday, crazy. Next week, Wednesday, we gotta show the winner, have some fun, and then they get to choose if they want your bottle, my bottle, the other bottle, whatever they want.
Yeah, it'll be a great time. I'm really excited for it. I want everybody to have a lot of fun. This is mostly supposed to be fun. Like I get like riled up about it a little bit, but in the same, it's all for fun. You know,
It
uh,
is. The football and bourbon is so much fun. You
it's a
know.
fun combination, and just look forward to our shorts, and maybe you'll see us pop up from here or there talking about the game. Who knows?
Yep. And the funny thing is that I'm short anyway, so watch our shorts because I'm short. So we got it.
There you go. Shorts make the best shorts, right here.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
100%.
Have a good rest of your night. See you
Cheers,
later.
everybody.